right, so it is 12 o'clock. Good afternoon, ladies. And super welcome. I'm super excited to be here with you this morning. Let's get out of our chairs. Let's get the energy flowing. Bietjie sagter. You know you signed up for aerobics class this morning, hey? Where's your tackies? Alrighty, so please, all of you turn to your left. And then you put your hands on the shoulders of the lady in front of you and give a nice relaxing rub. Ooh, just feel the love. Just feel the love. There we go. Awesome. Okay, let's do the other way around. Just feel the rub. Feel the love. This is sisterhood, ladies. This is sisterhood. This is what it's all about. Having each other's backs, right? You're not enjoying it, right? Right, don't sit yet. Now I want to show you the superwoman position. Do you know being a superwoman? Hands on your hips, feet just a little bit apart, boobs out, bums in. And now you tell yourself, I am powerful. I am confident. I am unique. I am kind. I am blessed. And I can do anything I put my mind to. And remember this position. This is your power woman position because, ladies, we are powerful. Yeah. Good job. You may sit. Have a seat. All right, welcome, ladies, yet again. I'm First-Karla Steenkamp. I'm going to be the host for today. I must say I'm super honored and super blessed to be here with you this afternoon. It's not morning anymore. Thank you, Hester, you ladies. Thank you for organizing this, and thank you for me just being here. So I hope you're just as excited as I am just to be here, a bunch of women, mind-like people, just spreading the love, spreading the sisterhood, because this is what it's all about. So I'm First-Karla Steenkamp. I'm an internationally certified life coach and trainer. I am the owner and the founder of the NLP Training Academy, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming, for those of you who's not familiar with the terms. So what I do in NLP Training Academy is I train people to become life coaches, internationally certified, or use it in your business. I'm also the course creator of the Unstuck Yourself program. If you're feeling a little bit stuck, if you want to take your life to the next level, welcome to contact me. I'm also the author of the Personality Puzzle book, so to find out how to overcome your weaknesses. And then I also do one-on-one coaching, and I'm an inspirational speaker. So I'm here to inspire you guys today. So, ladies, I've got a passion to help people. I've got a massive, massive passion to help people such as you just to take your life to the next level. If you're feeling stuck, if you feel like maybe you have limitations, maybe you've got blockages, I'm here to help you to remove those because you're not a tree. You should not be stuck. Do you agree? Yes. Absolutely, right. So with my expertise and my experiences, as I just told you guys, that I'm super passionate to help people move from where they are to where they want to be. I do that through one-on-one coaching. I do that through inspirational speaking, as well as I do group coaching. So if it is a company that just wants your employees to get like hip and happening, getting ready for just, for the new year, removing their limitations so you can get the performance, this is me. So ladies, gather around because I have got a story to tell you. This is a story about struggle. This is a story about a whole lot of determination. And this is a story about passion. This is the story how I created or how I started my coaching career. You see, it all happened when I hit rock bottom. I was struggling with depression. I was in a state of absolute hopelessness. I was in a state of stuckness. I was in a state of not wanting to wake up the next morning, having no life passion at all. I was living my life by default. So I was just going wherever life would take me. I was just going with the streams. I was on autopilot. I did not have control over my life. To be honest with you, I knew that there must be more to life than this. Have you ever felt that way? Right? Then, miracles do happen. One day at work, I found this email in my email box, right? In my inbox. And it said that there's this course that you can do, and it's going to transform your life. It's going to help you to get rid of all your limiting decisions. It's going to help you to get like a limitless mindset. And to be honest with you, I was quite desperate. I've tried a million things before, which just did not work. So I took the leap of faith, is what I call it. It was a massive leap of faith. I went on this NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, the practitioner course, and let me tell you, that decision and grace from above have changed everything in my life. Through going through my own life experiences, working in the NLP course, working through my obstacles, working through my limiting beliefs, working through, all that stuff, that garbage bag that you carry with you day in, day out. I was able to remove all of that. I cleared it out. I cleared out the trunk. I cleared out my whole garbage bag. And because of that, I have found my life passion. That is why I'm here today, standing in front of you ladies to tell you there is hope. You can do it too. So today I'm super grateful for my past. If it wasn't for my past, I wouldn't have been where I am today. So ladies, I'm going to tell you, you can. If I could do it, you can do it too. So after I finished my training, the NLP training I just told you about, I was super, super, super excited. I felt like the Hulk, that green man? That's what I felt. It's like, bring it on, baby, I can take it. That's literally what I felt like. So I was excited. So what I did is I went and rented an office. I had my website design. I had my business cards printed. Like, my business just looked beautiful. And then reality hit. Getting paying clients was much harder than what I anticipated. I thought they're just going to stream in. It's not true. It doesn't happen that way, right? So at that stage, starting off a business, financially, I was quite tight. So what happened was I had to go back to my old career where I used to be a sage, pastel, and payroll trainer. So yeah, I was disappointed. I was, because I want to live out my passion, and I couldn't because I didn't have the know-how to get my paying clients, right? But that is what I had to do for that little while just to get financially stable again. But you know what? I refused to give up on my dream. I refused. So I was so hungry for more. I needed more. I couldn't just stop there, right? So I went on more courses. I enrolled in more training programs. And eventually what happened was I've reached one of my biggest goals when I became an internationally certified. I've done the trainers training where I am able not only to do the coaching and group coaching, but I can train coaches. That was one of my biggest goals that I actually have achieved. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Sometimes feel like that little man hitting, you can't see the pole actually on the screen though. But there is actually a pole where he's hitting his head against the pole, right? That looks quite funny. So, that is what I felt like. So, yes, it wasn't easy. If you look at the time that where you started your business, you probably felt like that quite a few times as well. I felt not most of the time, but plenty of times, I just felt like giving up. This is hard. This is draining. There were times that I was worried about how the heck am I going to pay for all of these courses that I just enrolled? Where am I going to find the money to pay for all of this? There were times that I had to make 300 phone calls to sign up one client. There were times that I had to go back to my content and rewrite it and rewrite and rewrite it over and over and over again because it wasn't working. And you know what? I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Super frustrated, super frustrated. But again, my dream is too big to just give in. My story is too good just not to tell. The knowledge I have is too magnificent not to share with the world. Everyone needs to hear this. So I refused to give up. I was not going to give up. So I followed my dream. I took massive, massive action. I persevered every single day and be consistent. Consistency is key. And now I can tell you, my friends, I am living my dream life. I am. I'm getting to coach. I'm getting to mentor. I'm getting to speak, right? And this is living the best day of my life. And sure, there are still challenges. No one's life, I think Tony Robbins once said, the biggest problem that people have is thinking they should not have any problems. Does it make sense? Right? So yes, there's still obstacles in my life, absolutely. But you know what? I've changed my attitude towards an obstacle. An obstacle is there to guide you, to make you stronger, as long as you learn from it and you grow. That is how I see an obstacle. It's guiding you to the direction that you need to go. And then let's be honest. If this was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? Everyone would be doing it. So again, you are brave, sitting here today, having your own business. Be consistent, persevering, your determination, your passion. I also learned how important it is to take care of myself. Because you can work, you can put in all the hours. You can lock yourself in the office and work through the night. But you need to practice what you preach, right? So if I don't take care of myself, how would I take care of my clients? Right? So, to all you amazing businesswomen out here, I really want to encourage you that no matter how difficult the journey may be, with enough passion, determination, and consistency, your dreams will come true. It will come true. Sometimes we just need to take a leap of faith. If you know what it is what you want, the how will come. Know what you want and the how will come. Take that leap of faith that everything will work out in the end. By taking action, having enough passion, persevere, be consistent. So, ladies, keep on hustling. All right, let's just keep on hustling. The world needs your brilliance. The world needs your passion. And you know what? I think I can speak for all of us. We are right behind you, cheering you on. You can't really see that, but what does a typical day look like in the shoes of a businesswoman? Firstly, we wake up at 5 p.m., or 5 a.m., feeling exhausted, right? So eventually you get yourself out of bed and you're dragging yourself out of bed to the kitchen, just stumbling to the kitchen, switching on the kettle, making yourself a cup of coffee. Hey? Is there anyone that can wake up without a cup of coffee? Let me just see. Good. I think it's just like an invention for moms and women. Hey, like, give me the coffee. So you get your cup of coffee, it's 5 a.m., so the house is still really, really nice and quiet. Everyone's still sleeping. So you go and you sit in the lounge and you're just like having your coffee, just thinking, it's quiet. I can breathe. I can take a minute just to be, right? But then it hits you, oh man, I forgot to wash my daughter's PE clothes, right? What do? You leave your coffee, it's gonna get cold, you leave your me time, you leave your moment, and run down to the washing machine, quick wash and dry, so it can be ready when your daughter wakes up for school, right? So you were gonna dress up, get your power suit on, do your hair, do your makeup, but because of the mishap with the PE clothes, what do? Put your hair in a pony, put some mascara on, and there we go. Right? Do we do that sometimes? Yep. So yeah, expectation and the reality, right? Then, so you drop off the kids at school and you go straight to work. Doesn't matter if it's at home or at the office. So you have your first staff meeting. It's like 9 a.m. and you're having your staff meeting. Super frustrating because why? Your employees come with excuses. It was load shedding. I couldn't meet my deadline. Do you ever experience that? Right? And you think to yourself, oh my goodness, do I really have to do everything in this company by myself? Right? So you just take on more tasks so you can keep your clients happy. So you are juggling at work. You're just busy. And then your Apple iWatch or your iPhone, your phone reminds you about a coffee date with the ladies, right? So you've got a coffee date with your girlfriends, and you think to yourself, like, I really do not have time for this. But you know what? Maybe I should just get out, just change of scenery. It might be good for me, right? Plus, I really feel obligated because this coffee date's been organized 2 weeks ago. So, yep, you get in your car and you go and visit your girlfriends. So while you're sitting around the table with your girlfriends now, you're telling them, girls, I'm struggling. I'm really battling. It's like the work-life balance, like my employees are giving me nonsense because they have excuses, and you're just like venting. Us ladies like to vent, eh? We don't gossip, we just vent. And instead of your friends just sitting and really listening to you, they try and beat you with a bigger and better story. So what do? They complain about their kids. They complain about their husband not helping with house chores. And then worst of all, they comment on your look. It's like, are you feeling okay? I mean, you look so pale today. Why is your hair in a pony? Where's your makeup? So you leave your coffee date with your friends, with your girlfriends, feeling depleted, feeling judged. Have you ever had a situation like that? You don't have to answer. So the whole conversation just took like a downward negative spiral that you had to get out of. So it's 5 p.m. Happy hour. Do we have happy hour? Hey? We've got happy hour at home, hey? So your kids are home, your husband's home, the cat and dog's home. It's just crazy. You're cooking and you're cleaning. And if you have little ones, you need to bath and feed them, and it's homework, and it's just crazy. So now you think to yourself, okay, everything, your tick list, you've got a tick list, and it will actually go on forever if we allow it, right? And you think to yourself, like, whoa, I'm going to take a bubble bath now. I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine. I'm going to put some meditation music on, lit some candles, and just relax in the bath for like half an hour. Walk into the room, and guess what? Your hubby is sitting on the bed waiting for you to tell you about his day. No offense. So you end up taking a 2-minute shower because now you're just too exhausted, and the only thing you want to do is just hit that pillow. So you jump in bed, and you just drift off, and then you remember, I've got a bake sale tomorrow. I need to go and bake cupcakes now. Drag yourself out of bed, go to the kitchen, and go and prepare for the bake sale tomorrow. And then, the next day we wake up, and we put our lives repeat button. Does this sound like you? Okay? So we wake up, we kick ass, we be nice, and then we just repeat. Okay. So, can I just see, does this sound like you? Be honest, it's a safe space. Hey, there's no judging here. Sisters, we don't judge. Right? So, you give everything to everyone around you. And there's just never enough time to take care of yourself. Right? And then the worst thing is you feel responsible. You feel obligated to do so, because if you don't, this guilt is creeping in. Then everyone wants a piece of you. You know, it's your children, it's your colleagues, it's your husband, it's like the family, the cat, the dog, whoever, that everyone wants a piece of you. And again, you feel obligated to give it to them. But when you leave there, most of the time, you're feeling drained, you're feeling judged, you're feeling depleted. And then we tend to put ourselves on the back burner, hoping for it to change. You know, fingers crossed. Please let it change. Right? We're hoping for it to change. And sometimes what we hope for is literally just a minute to breathe, just to be, without obligation, without expectation, and without judgment. Just that moment to breathe. Do you sometimes crave that moment? Even if you need to go and hide in the bathroom, right? In your car. Go and sit in one of your children's rooms. Just that moment, just to like be, just be. So you're probably thinking, Karla, spot on. This is kind of what my life looks like. Now, what do I do, right? Do you feel like, what do I do now? Cute little girl, hey? So what do I do? Learn to say no. Setting boundaries for a happier you. So the first thing I want to talk about is boundaries. Now you must be going, what is a boundary? Can I eat it? I'm just kidding. So let's see what is a boundary. So a boundary is not a wall that you put up to keep people out. In fact, it is a tool that we use to bring the right energy in. That is what a boundary is. And I can honestly tell you, enforcing boundaries is hard. It's super uncomfortable. You know, you've been saying yes all the time, and you'll get a surprise reaction when all of a sudden you say no. They're going to go like, what? What happened to you? You're smoking your socks. Okay? But givers need to set limits, because takers rarely ever do. So just imagine for a second that your life is like a fridge door that is wide open. Okay? So anyone, it's an open space where people can just come and take whatever they want. Your fridge door, my door is wide open. Come and take. I'm here for you to come and take. Now keep in mind, because you keep your door open all this time, the fridge is not cooling the stuff in the refrigerator anymore. So what happens to the food? It gets frothed, rotten, smelly, soggy, moldy, gooey, right? But because you are allowing others to take whatever they want from you without ever closing your fridge doors, no wonder you're feeling depleted or exhausted or drained. Do you have an open fridge at the moment? But what if we decide to shut that door? Say it with me. Shut that door. Shut that door. There we go. A little bit more passion. Shut that door. Yes, we want to shut that door. And what that means is when you shut that door, my friends, is where you're going to stock up your fridge. You know, there's got to be yogurt, there's got to be ice cream, there's got to be strawberries, whatever you like. And what that means is, what fills your cup? When you shut this fridge, it's time for you to fill it up with the things that fills your cup. That's going to bring you joy and it's going to bring you fulfillment. If it is to go for a run once a week or twice a week, stock it up. If it is to go and read a book by yourself on the beach in Cape Town's beautiful weather, most of the days this side, not too windy, stock it up. If it is taking a long bubble bath. So whatever makes you happy, whatever fulfills you, whatever brings you joy, you shut that door and you fill up your fridge. And by doing so, you create a space that is filled with things that brings you joy and fulfillment. And it's filling your own cup. And then, when you decide to open up this fridge again, you're not standing there empty-handed, right? Because you've stocked it up. What you have in the fridge now is you have quality items to offer to the people that you give to. So if you were going to kick the ball with your child with an empty fridge, you would go like, oh, do I really have to? I'm so tired. I really don't feel like it. Well, now, if you have stocked up your own fridge, you're going to do it with pleasure. You're going to do it in a place out of abundance. You're going to do it because you have enough energy, because you took care of yourself. Because this is so meaningful to you, it is not only super valuable to the people around you that you've been giving quality to, right? But it's also helping to restore yourself. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? So just like you would stock up your fridge with delicious and nutritious food, you should stock up your life with the things that fill your cup, the things that makes you happy. And by doing so, you'll be able to give quality and sustainability. So let's hear it again, ladies. Shut that door. Are we going to shut our doors? Right? Shut that door. Normalize saying no. You know, no, the word no is a full sentence. Right? Oh, please can you help? No. Right? Normalize saying no. We do not need to sacrifice ourselves for anyone. It is not your responsibility to keep the world around you happy. You know what? You are your own responsibility. You are responsible for your happiness, not for the whole world around you. So let's fill up our own cups first. Let's fill up our fridge before we hand it out, before we give away everything we've got. So ladies, you are valuable. You are worthy. And you choose. You decide to whom, what, when, and how much you want to give. It's up to you. It's your decision to make. So are we going to choose wisely? Yes. We're going to shut that door today. Choose wisely. Close it every now and then. Fill it up with the things that brings you joy and fulfillment. And then only we give. Now, my friends, time is precious. Choose wisely who you spend this time with, because it will and can impact your success. So have you ever heard this statement? They say that you, on average, of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Have you heard that before? So there's no scientific evidence to back up the number 5, but there is scientific evidence that suggests that the 5 people, the people that you spend the most time with, will influence how you feel about yourself. So, if you have people in your inner circle who is not uplifting, who is not inspiring, who is not stimulating, who is not energizing you, ladies, I want to tell you that it is a sign from your instincts, your inner voice, your intuition, telling you to let them go. Get yourself a new circle. Does it make you think? Just a little bit. Now imagine that your circle of people that you surround your life with, you surround yourself with, is a dartboard, right? Now the bull's eye represents the people who you are super close to and the people that you adore. Those are the people who uplift you, who make you feel loved, who make you feel energized, the people that's got your best interest at heart. Those are the people who belongs in your bull's eye, right? So to give you an example of a bull's eye, have you ever found that if you don't speak to a person or see a person every single day, it's as if there's something missing in you? Hey? Do you know the feeling I'm talking about? It's like something is missing. It's like your day just cannot get started because I haven't spoken to that person today. That person should be in your bullseye. These are the people that you can really phone in the middle of the night and tell them, hey girlfriend, I've got a problem. And she would pitch up at your house in her pajamas and slippers to come and assist you whatever it is that you need. These are the people that you can be honest with and tell them, hey, you are being oversensitive now, you're just being a plain bum, right? And they will value your input without being or feeling criticized or taking any offense. With these people, you can simply be at your worst or at your best, and they will love you just for who you are. Those are the people that belongs in your bullseye. Let's look at the next ring. Okay, so the next ring of the dartboard represents your close friends and family. Those who they're really good to you. They're really good to you, but they are not necessarily in your every single day life, right? So they are the people you value and you enjoy spending time with them. But they are not your immediate support system. Your bullseye would be your immediate support system. These aren't your immediate support system. So these are friends that you have a good time with, friends, family that you have a good time with, but you don't have to chat to them every single day. It's not like that missing feeling if you don't chat to them every single day. But you do have a good time with them. So to give you an example, of the next ring, those would be your friends that goes behind your back and organize you a birthday surprise party, for instance, right? Those are the friends that you can call to say, oh shucks, I've got a meeting, please can you go and fetch my kid at school? No problem, friendy, I'll do that. Those are the people that you can go out for a ladies' night or for a braai and you just have a good time with them. It's just uplifting, it's just easy. But it's not something that you're going to do every single day. So those are the people that you would have in your second ring of your dartboard. So who's in the third ring? So the third ring represents the people you may know they're more acquaintances than actual friends, right? So these are the people that you interact with occasionally, you have got good rapport with them, you're having a good time with them. So it's nice, but they are not your emotional support system. These are the people I can describe as, like if you look at an iceberg, you would share your tip of the iceberg with them. You are not going to share your biggest fear or your greatest desires with the people in your third ring. You girls with me? And then we've got the outer ring. So the outer ring represents the people you need to love from a distance. Do you know those people? It seems like you can relate, right? So you love them from a distance. These are the people that drains you. They drain your energy. It's sometimes more negative than positive. Like you just, right? So you do not want to spend a lot of time with them because they're draining you, they're depleting you. Okay, so we keep that to a minimal. So the goal is to choose wisely why you spend time with the people in your different rings of your bullseye. Because you want people not to take more than what they give. So an example of a person that you need to love from a distance is when your phone rings and you check on who's on the phone, you think, oh, I do not have energy for this, I'm going to phone them back later. That person belongs on the outer ring, right? Or when you have had a coffee date with this person, you get home, it's like, oh, I need a glass of wine. Right? That person belongs on your outer ring. Or wherever you spend time with them and you feel drained and depleted afterwards, that person needs to be on your outer ring. So it is important to prioritize the people in your bullseye. Those should be the people that uplift you, that support you. And by doing so, you'll be able to nurture these relationships and put it into something beautiful. It's also important to be really mindful who you allow in your inner circle. Because that could either energize you, uplift you, make you feel good, or it can simply drain you. So surround yourself with the people who make you feel good about yourself, because it will have a significant impact on your overall well-being. So ladies, I just want you to take a second and just quickly think about it, right? Think about your dartboard and really think about it for a moment. Who is currently in your bull's eye that doesn't belong there? That's draining you from the energy that you so hard try and build up? Who is there that you need to shift out? Maybe there's someone in one of your outer rings that really belongs in that bull's eye of yours. That's really good to you. You wish you could spend more time with that person. But because of the wrong people being your bull's eye, draining you and taking all your time, you do not have time for the people in the outer rings that needs to move closer. So keep in mind that arranging people on our dartboard, it doesn't mean you're writing them off or you love them less. Not at all. It's prioritizing your precious time and energy so you can give quality, but also people to uplift you. Does that make sense? Can you think about people to be shifted around? Amazing. Then one more thing I want to discuss with you is to be your own best friend. So just imagine you're walking in a park with a very good friend of yours, right? And now this friend is, you can see, she's a little bit down today. She's really feeling a bit down today. And she starts saying things like, oh, I'm so stupid for making this mistake. Or, will I ever be good enough? What would you do in a situation like that? Most likely, you're going to comfort your friend. You're going to tell your friend that she is good enough. You're going to remind your friend of all the things that she does great. You're going to reassure her that she can do anything she puts her mind to. You're going to give her love. You're going to give her compassion. You're going to be caring and kind to your friend, isn't it? Right? But now, imagine that you are the one who's feeling down and upset. You are the one saying to yourself, oh, I'm so stupid for making this mistake. Will I ever be good enough? Will I ever reach my goal? Like, oh, I just do not have what it takes. Do you offer the same kind of kindness to yourself that you would have offered your friend? Do we? Or do we rather judge ourselves harshly? We criticize, we've got a laser focus on how to criticize ourselves, on everything we do wrong. We focus on all our flaws and our weaknesses. Sometimes we are so, not sometimes, most of the times, ladies, we are so hard on ourselves. And we beat ourselves up for making mistakes. But we do forget that mistakes that we make, we learn from it. And it is part of life. No one is perfect. There's no such thing. So we can learn from it. And then we grow from it. And then what we do is also we hold ourselves to ridiculous standards. Don't we? We forget that we are human. So, my friends, the next time you are bashing your keyboard trying to answer like 1 million emails at once, you've been holding your pee for the past 2 hours because there's no time to go to the loo, you're feeling lightheaded and dizzy already because you check the clock, it's 3 p.m. and I actually haven't eaten anything today. No wonder I'm feeling like, Ask yourself this. Would I treat my best friend like that? And if the answer is no, I want to encourage you to treat yourself the way you would treat your best friend. With love, with support, with understanding. If nature calls, you gotta go. And remember that you deserve the same kindness and care that you give others. Because I know you are the friend to comfort your friends. So now we're going to do the same to ourselves. So just like you would treat your friends with kindness, compassion, treat yourself in the same way. And be mindful of how harsh we can be to ourselves. And remember that you deserve love, you deserve support, you deserve understanding. And treating yourself is essential for self-care and your overall well-being. Does this make sense? So ladies, in conclusion, setting boundaries and taking care of ourselves is essential. It's not selfish. It's essential for our overall well-being and happiness. Just like we need to close the door, shut that door of the fridge, and stock it up with things that brings you joy, that brings you happiness. We need to set boundaries and choose wisely who we want to spend our time with. Prioritize your dartboard. So the dartboard analogy just reminds us to prioritize the people who uplifts us, who brings us joy, who brings us energy, who makes us feel good about ourselves. To put those ones in our bull's eye. And be mindful who you let close by. And maybe make some changes, some shifts on your dartboard. And then additionally, be your own best friend. I just love this saying. Love yourself first, because that's who you will be spending the rest of your life with. If that's a scary thought, we need to start loving ourselves, right? All right, so we need to treat ourselves with the same kindness and compassion that we would treat our best friends. So remember that self-care is not selfish. Ladies, it's not selfish. It is absolutely investing in your own well-being, being the best version of yourself, filling your own cup, so you have quality to give to the people that deserves the quality. So you are worth it, and you do deserve it. So by setting boundaries, choosing our company wisely, and treating ourselves with love and kindness, we can create a fulfilling and a very happy lives for ourselves. So let's close that fridge door to the negativity. Choose our dartboard wisely and be your own best friend. And because we deserve nothing less than just the best. You agree? So ladies, I really want to thank you for taking the time today to sit and listen to me presenting on the subject, Me First. I hope that you were able to take away valuable information to prioritize you first, me first. Prioritize your self-care. Start loving ourselves. Move our dartboard. Shut that door. Set boundaries. And love yourself first. However, when we put ourselves first, we can actually become more productive. We can become fulfilled and successful in the long run. If we do not do that, that is when we get to burn out. We cannot look after ourselves, and we cannot look after the people we so feel obligated to do so. So I truly, truly appreciate every one of you sitting here today and for your willingness to invest in your own well-being. So remember that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect. And you are worthy of self-care. And I encourage you from now on, going forward, to put me first. Can I get a me first? Me first. A little bit more passion. Me first. Me first. Absolutely, girls. So please feel free. You cannot quite see my email, so it's support@karlasteenkamp.com if you want a little bit more information on any of the coaching programs or training and group programs. If you want any information, you are welcome to reach out to me. And then Hester, ladies, thank you so much for having me today. It was really beautiful chatting to you beautiful ladies. And I want to give you all a round of applause for putting yourselves first.